Yeah, but you know what your diet doesn't have? Doesn't have Arby's in it.
Dude, I
Oh.
want a set of that. I want one set of those dice.
The Arby's
Do not
dice.
be so stereotypical as to be a fat guy with Arby's dice for a D&D, man. That's just a slap in your own face, man.
Oh.
Missed the Big Montana. The Big Montana with some horsey sauce, and yes, I call it horsey sauce. Put some horsey sauce on that bad boy. Oh my God! Then you dip your curly fries in the cheese dip. Oh, that's a fat boy's dream right there.
Welcome to Dice Junkies. I'm Zeno Damus. I'm here with
Q.
and on Skype.
Yeah, Blood Axe.
All right, and yeah, we'll get started. I guess we're gonna start off with. I mean, we've been gone for a month, a little over a month, I guess, a month and a half,
Nobody missed us.
and we're back. In black. All right, except for Blood Axe, he's in gray. Got a black cap though.
Yeah, I'm agree.
Hey, Blood Axe has had a good last week. He saw the Miami Dolphins win.
We got a whole new year of anime, and
It's not going to be long. This was a couple.
Yeah,
Because
just-
there wasn't as many as I thought that I
yeah,
was
there's
looking forward
not
to.
there's not a lot. Yeah, there's not a lot here, but I will say we saw some interesting, like the fourth season.
He's yawning.
Yeah. The fourth season of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. It's anime. It's cute. It's fun.
I need to catch that.
And it has some neat lit RPG type
And
elements.
it's not as much about what his title implies. It's a
No.
genuine fantasy, kind of lit RPG
Yeah, if
style fantasy.
if you follow the books, they actually did multiple books that don't even have the dungeon in it. So yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a lit RPG style
It is.
dungeon, which is cool. And it's not as much about, they don't spend as much time on what you think. It's not an ecchi harem as much as you'd expect. There was a lot of action in the first couple of seasons I
there's
saw.
not even as many girls as you would expect.
Well, there's a couple, yeah, because there's really only like one other one than the main one that likes him. The others just think he's kind of cool.
Yeah,
But they're not like Tichi Muyu, like
there's
drooling.
there's the girl he likes, and then there's the girl that likes him, and that's pretty
And then
much.
yeah, because the little
And then there's
sidekick,
some little side, yeah,
but it's not even like that. So,
but
I mean,
it's mostly one girl that is infatuated with him, and one girl he's infatuated with.
I call it harem light. It's harem light. It's not harem heavy. 'Cause trust me, we've seen harem heavy.
Now there's
These motherfuckers know they don't. All right, you should. You just want to start some shit. He did when he showed this to me. He laughed at me. I wait on him to fix my damn game, and these a-holes up here trying to make an anime. Why don't you fix my game first?
These are not. I mean, I'm sure it's not the same people involved.
CD Projekt Red, fix my damn, get my DLC out. I better not see no dang anime. If this beats the DLC, I'm gonna raise hell.
It is to be determined. So
If it beats the DLC, I'm gonna beep you. I'm gonna beep all you. I'm gonna sign up to Twitter finally just to harass the hell out of CD Projekt Red about you put an anime out first.
oh.
Yeah, they got time to write an anime, then write for my friggin' game. How about that?
Attack on Titan's getting its final part.
Unfortunately, because of the comic, I know where that's all going.
Of course, you know it season 4 is the last. They did surprise some people with at the end of season 4
Ooh,
going,
yeah.
"Oh, it's the last season, but there's a second part," and that's coming out. So
Downer ending, probably.
Arifureta is a good anime that is coming out with a second.
I'm gonna be watching
season.
the first season here soon because it's got a personal recommendation from
Jarek loved the first season. Jarek talked about the
I don't
first
trust his
season a
taste.
couple of times. So, I mean, I'm just giving you a
messing with
heads
him, man.
up. God, man. Jujutsu Kaisen is
really good anime.
good anime. This is
It's a
going to be a
prequel.
prequel movie coming out. So, or it's out already. It came out on the 24th. So.
Yeah, a week ago.
Let's see what else we got here. Like I said, not a lot here. We are seeing this.
Saga of Tanya. Yeah, I'm watching this. Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 2. That is such a twisted anime, dude. It is.
I
It
mean,
is so
because
twisted.
it's evolved around a little girl, I know a lot of people who normally would not watch it
It's-
because
I don't want to spoil it, but it's not really
But
an
it's
evil
not.
girl. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. Plus, it's not what you think. There's no fan services. I don't remember any fan service.
no fan service that I recall. This is just an awesome anime. Trust me.
Like if you've
Watch
ever
it.
laughed at a Sunder character,
Yeah.
you ain't seen
If you
shit.
haven't watched the first season, go out there and watch it. I'm excited to see a second season coming on this one.
Because, I mean, that face, but go back up. That face is the anime. That
Oh,
is
yeah.
the whole anime is defined in that facial expression and the pure anger and bitterness
Oh,
of this
man.
character.
So good.
It vents all your frustrations for you. It's beautiful. I need to watch the first. That's the other thing. I need to remember to watch the first season of that.
Yeah,
I've seen when I watched it. There was only a few episodes out, and I hate Funimation with the fire that's only matched by my hatred for Epic. In fact, I might hate Funimation a little more. Well, okay. Let me not be unfair. I hate some people at Funimation. Y'all know who y'all are.
I'm coming off recommending some of these by my light novel and manga consumption because I don't watch a lot of anime. I tend to read more, but the manga was the light novel was awesome. I even watched the first season of the manga or the anime just to get the feel of how they were doing it, and they did a pretty good job. So
I want to watch this. Like I'm going to catch up on this. By the time this by the end of January, I will have watched The Rising of Shield Hero and Arifureta. Because I read the manga of Arifureta, but he said that the anime, while they did skip some parts, it's still pretty good.
yeah.
Because we tend to read a lot of manga, and we both had a tendency to be like, I read that
I will
manga.
say the manga or the light novel
Yeah, you do the light
is
novel a lot.
pretty fucking dark in places.
Dude, the manga
they-
was pretty dark, too.
Yeah, and the manga was too. They cut back a little bit on that.
Wow, because the manga was already like, whoa,
yeah.
dark.
They pulled back a bit. So, same thing with the Rising of the Shield Hero. They pulled back a little bit on the darkness.
Yeah, the manga was not.
The manga and the light novel was dark. I mean,
You thought he was bitter in the anime.
Yeah.
Ooh, he was freaking like.
I am curious how because I watched the end of the first season was a little bit off from the books.
Was? Oh, that
Um,
worries me.
So I'm curious what they're going to do with the second season because they progressed. It was mostly in the relationship status. They progressed the relationship further in the first season than the book progressed the relationship.
That's not too bad. I don't really care. I'm not into the romance parts of this stuff anyway.
It was a bit of a strong push though. All right.
I preferred the platonic version. I didn't get to the point where that changed.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, the ending of the anime basically solidified.
I'm not into romance as much of that anymore. I'm kind of with the.
They may just ignore it because it was like very tail end, and it was just like, oh, I love you. Oh.
They may have thought it was gonna not get a second season.
Yeah.
This looks promising.
Yeah, this I know nothing about. I'm gonna be honest. This is one I don't know anything about. I read the description. Could be interesting. It's one I'll keep an eye on.
I'm willing to give Crunchyroll, despite their relation to Funimation, a little bit more of a pass and may watch it. But I won't watch anything on Funimation. But because that's also on Crunchyroll, that gives it a couple points. And it comes out in 3 days.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something that's starting soon, we only got 3 days.
Let's see. I think there was at least one more that I'd recommend.
The Wizard one, I think, wasn't it? Wasn't it one about?
There was a Wizard. I have not read this one, but it actually sounded pretty interesting.
Well, we're big Isekai fans.
Yeah,
we won't lie. We're
I like Isekai. So it looks like this one, and of course it's to be determined. So I don't know when it'll be out.
You said you read that one, but we have no idea what to expect.
I read part of this one. It was badly translated, the part that I read, but it sounded actually really good. What I read of it. So I'm looking forward to actually watching an anime that will hopefully be better translated.
Where's it coming out? They don't say.
April.
No, I said where.
Oh, where? I don't know. Yeah, I know some places where it'll be coming out. So,
I mean, all I'm gonna say is
this
I
has
pointed.
harem in the name, so.
I mean, I literally pointed out I was gonna be watching certain seasons and that I won't watch on Funimation. They can do the math.
Yeah.
But
some of these they either didn't give enough information about, or I just don't know anything about them. You said you knew something about.
Well, no,
this
Black
one.
Rock Shooter back in the day was very meme popular, and I never got into it because again, it looked like it was about something I was into.
I mean, right here it's got the lowly scene.
Yeah, and I'm not I am very anti-lowly.
Now, if this is, I don't think the book was called this, but it sounds like the book I read. I think it may have been still titled with the Japanese title. But this is a fun read.
Pretty good fantasy comedy.
It's definitely the book I'm thinking of. I just didn't think that was the name. Maybe it was the name.
It might have been a Japanese name back then because we watched a lot of this stuff and we say we read the manga. We mean the original when it came out.
Yeah,
so a lot of times I'll look at something and I don't get the name because of my name. It was like,
Well, because a lot of it was fan translated, and so the name never got translated. This is an interesting story. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do an anime with this story. It should be fun.
I like a good comedy. I like to laugh. Nothing with vampire in it. I'm sorry, with anime vampires.
And I think
I was about to say a pun about the dad joke. But yeah, anime vampires are bad.
Came out December, but
I watched the first season of that. And I think I know a place where I can get more seasons if there are. I don't know if they're
Funimation or Hulu.
No, that's the second season.
Yeah, for the second season, Funimation or Hulu.
Hulu. Yeah, Hulu. Well, you don't act like, don't even mention. But Demon Slayer was better than I thought. Though, God, that little blonde kid.
I will say, I watched like the first half of it, and I did enjoy it. So I'll definitely.
I like the way they do their martial arts. It's interesting because we've read a lot of cultivation novels, and the breathing concept to us, to you, it might be weird if you haven't followed certain themes. But I can tell you, they're not pulling it out their ass. It's actually very grounded in a certain type of martial principle.
Now, this one that I read, this was a good manga. Read.
That was a good manga, though I didn't get all the way to the end of it. But I want to see the anime because the manga was pretty good.
Yeah, so the strongest stage with the weakest crest was amazing.
I don't have that high praise, but it was good. And an anime.
Well, I think I read the light novel.
It'll be good for an anime. You would know light novel, but it was good. It's a good one for an anime.
Oh no, I'm looking forward to seeing it as an anime.
Let's move a little fast, and we're losing blood. He's falling asleep on us.
All right, the last two, I guess. How a Realist Hero Built. Now, this is the first season's already been released. I have not seen the first season. I have once again read the light novels. It was really good as a light novel, so I need to check out the first season. And then if it's any good as an anime, I'll definitely check out the second season coming out.
Now, talk about a late sequel. This one we both had to look up because we remember this from way back when it first came out when I read it. And I'm like, whoa, 10 years minimum, like about 10 years.
Now, this one I read the manga. I did not read the light novel.
10 years for the manga.
And the manga went a lot further than the first season of the anime. So I'm assuming they'll catch up there, but I don't know. They redid something in 2019 with it, so I'm not really sure.
I saw the anime, which means 9 years, man, or 8 to 9 years. And I was just shocked when I saw it. We both looked at it and like, isn't that really old? And it's like 8-9 years is old for a second season. Well, no, I watched a sequel, a second season.
I watched the first season of the anime, which caused me to go read the manga, which went a lot further.
Common practice back then because they would only do one season.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, 10 years almost for a second season, so.
Yeah, like luckily I remember it because it was pretty standout, but yeah. And that's all.
That's
all right, we're done, Blood X. We're sorry, man. We had to do a little. You still with us, man? Your eyes are drooping. You okay?
That's our anime review for 2022 to keep an eye out on. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out all of our videos on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Whatever video you're watching right now, so you can catch all the videos we do. We do this every week live on Twitch. We do our show. You can you'll get to see that plus gaming videos from Mr. Blood Axe. He does some awesome gaming videos. Occasionally Q does.
Rarely.
Once in a blue moon, I'll do something.
I mean, when they put out a co-op game, you'll see me out with Mr. Blood Axe. But
there you go. All right, guys. You can check us out at DiceJunkies.com to find links everywhere we are online: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Be sure to hit those notifications there. And as always,
we hope you enjoy. Well, then I have to ask you then, what did they do to your tomatoes?
They fucked my tomatoes up.